Guys, what's up? Andrew C. Bailey here. It's been a little while since I've been on Facebook Live. I want to talk about the number one thing that will kill your business and all your dreams slowly or all at once. Like it's going to stand in between you tasting victory and getting everything you want in your business and in your life. I don't care if you want to increase your finances, if you want to improve your relationship, if you want to improve the quality of the vehicle you're in, your health. This you've got to nail. Julie, what's up? You got to nail this, or it will kill your business and it will kill your dreams, and you can forget about getting all your goals. And so I was just talking to a client over Facebook Messenger, and we were talking about some fear that's coming up, fear around money. And this is common. I see this in pretty much all my entrepreneurs that I work with. And guess what? That stuff, that's data in your subconscious mind, which scientists have blatantly said over and over again. Multiple scientists have said that the subconscious mind is responsible for over 95% of what you do in your life, of your behavior. And so most people are on autopilot, ran by their subconscious mind, and only 5% is actually consciously choosing what you want to do in your life. Because if you have a desire and your subconscious is in alignment with that desire, guess what happens? You go fast. You don't have internal resistance. But the problem is people have a desire, but they also have a subconscious data that is in conflict with that desire. And so they're trying to go and get their goals, and when you try to go and get your goals and move forward, guess what happens? Internal resistance happens, and you're slowed down. And the subconscious mind, when it perceives basically anything new to be a threat. It's because it's an unknown. It's unknown territory. And so when you venture into unknown territory, which entrepreneurs that I work with are always going into new territory. That's why coaching is valuable, because when you go into new territory, your subconscious mind kicks up a bunch of scripts, and it can trick you. You can get identified with these thoughts, scripts, programs like, I don't think you should do this. Also loss of energy. You can the subconscious is so powerful that you can be moving forward on a goal that makes sense to move forward on. It would improve your survival. However, it can do tricks like put the emergency brake on and you can get real tired. The endless tricks that the subconscious mind, or you could call it the ego mind, are endless. And so most people don't know about this. They don't have this knowledge. Maybe you do. Maybe you've been in personal development for a while and you've heard about it. But that doesn't mean you're done working with it. You got to work with it. You got to have a desire. You got to be clear on what your desire is. Is it, how much money do you want to make before December 31st, the decade's over? Getting clear on that desire, and then matching. The subconscious programming has to match. The subconscious beliefs that you have match that desire, right? If you have a desire in your business, but you have beliefs that aren't in alignment with that desire, like it's not possible, other people can do it, but not me. Other people can do it, but not me. If your subconscious mind does not link up with your desire, then you have what they call a misalignment, and you got to get in alignment with your desire. So my clients, they're clear on what they want and why they want it. They're excited for it, but does your subconscious mind, the one that scientists have said clearly is responsible for 95% of your behaviors, especially after the age of 35. After the age of 35, scientists are saying that basically all your behaviors are the same exact thing that you've been doing in the past. Same exact thing is going to continue until you change the subconscious programming in your subconscious mind, until you shift your beliefs consciously. You do the work. And we have a lot of tools in personal development and in my coaching where we talk about how can we get our desires clear, and also how can we get the subconscious programming clear so they're in alignment. Because when you're in alignment, you have what they call speed. And speed equals absence of resistance. If you want to go faster in your business or in your love relationship or with your health, you've got to get in alignment. In alignment. And that what does that mean? That means you have a desire plus the subconscious mind is linked up with that. Now, when I'm working with clients, I'm not just looking at their desire, but I'm looking at a couple categories, couple key categories that you want to write down. The first category that I'm looking is money. What's the relationship with money? What's the subconscious programming around money? Do they believe in lack and shortage, or do they believe in abundance and surplus? And not what do they say they believe in. I want to know what's actually buried down there. It's usually something that they learn from the ages of 0 to 7, which scientists are saying that the ages of 0 to 7, you're in a hypnotic theta state, brainwave state. And basically, you can pick up things like a sponge when you're 0 to 7. Kids are very programmable. And so what relationship did you see your mom and dad have with money? Were they freaked out about it? Were they in shortage and lack? A kid will learn that by watching that. Or was it always around, and was there a surplus of it? So this is stuff I'm working on with my clients. So money is one of the categories. Another category is, if you're in business, you're in the people business. Okay, how good are you with people? How good are you at negotiating? How good are you at building rapport? How good are you at smiling? How good are you with people? And so a lot of entrepreneurs are like, man, I'd love to have a great business. I'd love to make some more sales. I'd love to automate some stuff. I'd love to work with some just incredible, like maybe celebrities, or just my ideal client that I have in mind. And guess what? You look at their subconscious programming, and a lot of people have like, I don't trust people, man. So you're trying to get people to sign up for your program, but you have subconscious blocks that say, don't go near people, they're untrustworthy. It's stuff like that. There's a whole litany of shit that you could have. So money, people. Another category is I'm looking at people's environment. What's your environment? She's a person that was on Mindvalley, and she recently did a talk at Mindvalley and was talking about feng shui. Feng shui is like, what's the energy of a room? And you can definitely feel energies of rooms. For example, if I go into Walmart, there's a different feel in Walmart than there is if I go to like this grocery store called Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has like an upbeat, things feel really well. The environment's organized in a way I can find everything real quick. Walmart is not the same feeling. I'll just put it that way. So what environment are you in? Are you in an environment that is really inspiring? Like, is your work environment inspiring? Do you like where you work? Or are you down like in a dark dungeon and you're trying to be inspired and you're looking up for performance hacks on how you can get more things done? But I'm telling you, you got to upgrade and optimize your environment, okay? So we talked about 3 areas that you got to look at. Oh yeah, also give you another gold nugget on that one. Anytime you make a change your outfit as much as you possibly can. Change it to indicate to your subconscious mind that you're in a different reality, right? So, you could wear a new wristband, you could get a new watch, you could get a new dress, you could get whatever you want. But you want to cue to your subconscious mind that you have changed. You have changed. So we've got money as a category I look at in the subconscious programming. I also look at the environment, and I also look at the relationship with people. And there's a bunch of other categories that you want to look at because you have beliefs in your subconscious mind that don't allow you to move forward fast. They literally, like, you move forward and then you feel a bunch of shit come up and try to drag you down. And most people think, oh, well, I'm sabotaging myself. No, you're not sabotaging yourself. You have subconscious programming that's not in alignment with what you're consciously wanting. And the voice inside of your head is not your voice most of the time. It's your subconscious programs making suggestions. It's your subconscious programming trying to keep you inside a little box, not because it's mean or anything. It's just that's the function. That's what the mechanism does. And so if you're trying to get out of the loop life, as I call it, is like living the same life. Like if you look at this decade, we're going into a new decade now. this is one of the final videos that I will be making for this decade. Did you live the loop life, or what was called Groundhog's Day? Are you repeating the same behaviors? If you're repeating the same behaviors, that shows you, when you don't want to be, that shows you that you've got subconscious programming that's sabotaging you. And this is something I had to learn after coaching people for 12 years. I'm like, you could give them a step-by-step strategy that is clear, that's logical, but at the end of the day, guess what? There would be a little bit of execution, and then there would be falling off. Why are people falling off? Why are you falling off? Why do you keep repeating the same shit? Why do people keep doing the same thing over and over again when they know that they could easily change in a different direction? It's because the subconscious programming is not in alignment with the desire that they want. And some people, if you haven't looked around, most people are not getting what they want. Most business people are not winning in the marketplace. Most people are not winning at all. What's up, Susan? Most people are not winning at all. And it's because they're not doing the internal work. It's the internal work that matters. You got to have the internal work down, and you got to go over these categories, okay, that I mentioned here. Otherwise, you'll be blocked. And you'll wonder why. You'll start wondering, is there something wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you. It's that your subconscious programming is off. You're not quite on. The other area I'll look at is your skill set, your actual skill set. Entrepreneurship takes a lot of skill. You have to learn a lot of skill sets: copywriting, sales, marketing, advertisement psychology, customer service. You've got to learn all these areas, and you can't just take one class and that was all you took on it, because the markets constantly evolve. And if you haven't looked around lately, the technology's kind of thrown the entrepreneur stuff for a loop. There's more opportunities than there's ever been. That's the good news. But you got to keep up with it, because things come alive and then they die. MySpace, if you remember that, came alive and it was vital for a while, and then it became a dinosaur. And now I don't know if it's alive at all, right? So you got to keep up versed on that, right? But skills are what people are lacking. When I taught relationships for the first 10 years of my 12-year career as a coach, what I found is that the skill was lacking in people didn't even know they needed skills to have a great relationship full of love and laughter and holding and hugging and staying in rapport with your partner and going deep and making deep connections. They just really repeated the patterns they saw from their parents from the ages of 0 to 7, and that was it. And they usually go into adulthood attracting pretty much they're either a mom or dad and having a similar relationship to what they had, and then wondering why they're not happy. You got to have skill. Okay, so I learned that a lot of these singles and couples that I was coaching did not have skills. So I had to not only help them with their psychological blocks, but I got to help them with building skill. And in business, you need skill. The one skill that I didn't have for the longest time in business, and I had zero awareness around it, was sales. It took me a while to wake up and realize that, if I don't sell something, then somebody doesn't get like the mass transformation that I'm offering. So I've got to learn these skills. And so if sometimes you may think you have a money block, but it could be a skill block, and vice versa, that is keeping you from moving forward. So it's like looking at all these areas. How do I feel about money? Do I feel like it's in abundance, or do I feel like it's in shortage? What do I really believe about it? What do I believe about people? Do I believe people are trustworthy, or do I believe that people are out to get me? Do I believe that, it's just going into massive, massive self-work. As Tony Robbins says, you got to work on yourself more than anything else, because you are the driving engine of your life. If you're waiting for the outside reality to change, then for you to experience like great emotions, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You've got to change internally for the outside reality to reflect something different. The outside that you're seeing is just a reflection of what you believe is most possible, what you believe you're most worthy and deserving of. And if you haven't done the internal work, don't beat yourself up because that's counterproductive. But know that it's time to do the internal work. So if you want to do internal work with me to take your business to the next level, to make more sales, to double your confidence, I have a session that I'll put in the link below, or you can just PM me, and it's going on sale for the end of the year because we want to end the year strong. Amazing sale I'm doing. It's unbelievable. If you want to work with me on a session to take your confidence and your sales to the next level, and also especially work on these success blocks, checking how do I feel about money, how do I feel about my environment, how do I feel about people, how do I feel about a lot of things. There's a lot more topics than that, but I want to work with you on that. So I'm going to post something below if you're interested in that session and getting a mass discount before prices go back up. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later, and I'll be doing a lot of Facebook Lives coming up, so watch out for me. Bye.